Now, Shanghai is one of the cities in China where NIO is doing pretty good in terms of sales. I mean, you will know that Shanghai, it is the very first place, or it is the place where sometime last year the NIO CEO indicated that their battery swapping stations, or battery swapping stations which they've deployed there, they are at a break-even point, which is something that is pretty exciting. Now, today, or yesterday rather, still with the very same Shanghai city, it appears that 80% of the people that place their orders, or their new orders, from the 15th to the 18th opt for battery as a service, or BAAS, which is something that is pretty exciting. And it is not surprising because the NIO CEO, ladies and gents, like I said last year, indicated that Shanghai, it is a city that when you look into battery swapping station, it is currently operating at a break-even point, which is something that is pretty exciting. So to get to see that 80% of the people that placed their NIO orders from the 15th to the 18th opt in for BAAS, it is something that is really exciting, and it will continue improving, of course, the BAAS utilization in Shanghai. I mean, this comes after NIO, ladies and gents, probably introduced the discount on battery rentals. You will know that from the long distance batteries, NIO cut the price from 1,600 RMB to around just over 1,100 RMB. The standard packs from 900 to now 728 RMB. This is something that probably is encouraging or making consumers to have a lot of interest into opting in to BAAS when they buy the new cars. This is something that is pretty exciting, and it made me to be really excited when I read this article, or when I read this, of course, sneak peek showing that 80% of those that bought the NIO cars in Shanghai opt in for BAAS, battery as a service, which will allow them to utilize the battery, or NIO's battery swapping stations, which is something that is pretty incredible. So this is good news, and it shows probably, or it might be showing probably the positive news that are coming out after NIO introduced their discounts on, of course, battery, of course, rental. This is something that is pretty exciting. And now, over and above these, of course, now with this good news coming from Shanghai, ladies and gents, we also got the good news of NIO recruiting 20,000, of course, NIO users to test the NOP Plus. You will know that NOP Plus in NIO currently covers over 1 million kilometers of roads, which is something that, of course, makes me to be really excited. NIO, it's in the final stage where, of course, this is the final stage, or the final testing stage, because, ladies and gents, it appears that NIO had already hired or recruited around 1,000 users to test this NOP Plus. So this 20,000 more, of course, recruiters, or that the users that NIO recruited to come and do the final test, ladies and gents, are going to add to those. And NIO, after this, they will, of course, then officially launch and start deploying this NOP Plus. Now, NOP Plus, ladies and gents, NIO said that this is not, of course, fully autonomous driving. It's assisting, it's driving assistant, sort of like, kind of like app which assists you in terms of driving. It's not full autonomous as yet, but it is assisting, or it assists you in driving, of course, your NIO car. I mean, there are so many features that NOP Plus comes over and above assisting you in driving, like self parking, where you just open your NIO phone, and in your car you're able to direct it to go and, of course, park where you want, or on the spot that you selected. There are things like also sending your car into a battery swapping stations, which I don't, that it's still under development, or that it's a capability that might be very soon be coming to the NIO users, where you are just in your home, you send your NIO car to go do a swap at a nearby battery swapping station, and come back to your home probably and find you ready maybe to go to work, which is something that is pretty exciting. One of the things that makes me like NIO is that NIO, ladies and gents, they continue to innovate, they continue to develop themselves so that they remain relevant until, which is something that is pretty exciting, and something that you don't find that mostly in of course a lot of automakers. Their main focus is just to only push sales, which you all know that if you fail to innovate in the future, sales won't be that good, because everyone wants to buy a car with top-notch technology, which is one thing that will make NIO to be relevant for the longest time, because they continue innovating, they continue improving their systems, which is something that will make them stick in the game for a longer term. Now, with this 1000 that NIO had recruited for this NOP Plus testing, we read that 43% of the time those users were of course being assisted or driving being assisted by the NOP Plus, which is something that of course it is really interesting or incredible to see or to know that almost 50% of the time when those drivers or those testers or those people that are testing this NOP Plus, they were literally using the NOP Plus driving, which is something that is of course incredible, because then it means that they were not doing much of the work, but this NOP Plus 43% of the time it was the one driving the NIO car, which is something that is pretty exciting. And to get to see that NIO has invited 20,000, or it has of course recruited 20,000 more users to come do the testing, it even makes me to be really excited because it means that of course from the good results that they got from the 1,000 testers that they initially recruited, now they want to see even 20,000 more to come and see if they get the same results they got with the 1,000. I think the outcomes with the 1,000 were good, which is why now they want to try with the 20,000 before they can roll it out to their existing or all car owners, which is something that is pretty exciting. So I'm very excited about these of course news of NOP Plus or NIO recruiting 20,000 more, just to make sure that they get the same results, or just to make sure that the kind of results that they got with the 1,000 recruiters, ladies and gents, is probably the same outcome that they will get with these over 20,000 recruiters that they just recently recruit. So this is something that is pretty exciting, and like I say, one of the things that will make NIO to stand out is the continuation of them of course improving in terms of technology, improving and innovating with their systems, which is something that is pretty exciting, and it makes me to remain long and strong in the long term on this NIO stock. Yes, they are sales, yes, they are producing cars, but also we should also acknowledge their technology, their advanced technology systems, their advanced technologies products that are the ones that continue making NIO to be in the top notch when you mention cars with technology, when you mention cars who are doing the most. Yes, NIO might not be profitable as yet, but this is a company that, ladies and gents, what they are doing now, there's no doubt that we can deny that NIO is a company that technology wise they are doing really well, really good. I mean, you will remember that this company has started deploying their own chips, which they are going to, of course, they will be replacing the NVIDIA chips that they are using, of course, in all of their current models. I mean, ET9, you will know that it will be using a NIO chip, which is something that is pretty exciting, and it amazes me, and I cannot wait to see, of course, January 2025 when you will be starting to sell their ET9 model, which will be using of course the NIO chip. I cannot wait to see that. And yeah, I know many of the NIO investors complain about the R&Ds that NIO is spending on research and development, but the money is really working for NIO, because and we are seeing the results and the outcomes from the technology that they are deploying, or the technology that they are releasing, which is something that is pretty exciting. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought to just give this quick update. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell that at least to get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you buy NIO, please do your own DD so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.